Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we're learning a little bit of Swedish. This is the Swedish alphabet from A till O. Am I saying that right? I don't know. We're gonna learn now. This is from a channel called Say It in Swedish, and you can check out the video. Link is in the description. Go support them and go learn some Swedish. Thank you so much to Susan. Let's go.
I know what you're thinking. Swedish just uses the same alphabet as English. But you're wrong, because in
I didn't think that. Don't judge me.
Swedish, we have more letters. In Swedish,
Did he spell more as M-O-A-R?
in Swedish, we have more letters. In Swedish, all vowels are what they call in German Selbstlaute.
Selbst.
Self sounds. I'm using the German term here because it's very descriptive. So it only has one sound, but it can actually have different sounds. You can check out my crash course on Swedish pronunciation here. B, which is both in English and Swedish pronounced like B. You know what comes next. We have C, which can be pronounced like a voiceless S or a K. D,
Okay.
which is like in English a D sound. E, not E. F, that's pretty much like in English. G, it's never pronounced like G. It's pronounced like G or sometimes like Y. And again, I recommend you watch my crash course in Swedish pronunciation after this video. H, it is in fact pronounced like but we don't say H, which comes from Latin. We say H. E. And as you now know, it only has one sound. E. It's not I, which are two sounds, right? And then I have another surprise for you.
Same as in Portuguese.
Y. And Y is a half vowel just like Y in English. So it's always pronounced Y, except for in the word journalist, journalist. But that's French's fault. K, which is pronounced like in English, except for when it isn't. Then we have M and N. U is also not a diphthong like in English. It's not O, it's U. And sometimes it's O. Whatever. Then we have P. Then we have one that we can pretty much disregard. It's Q. Q. We don't use it in Swedish. However, we use it in some names. So we still cling on to it. R.
So wait a second, you don't use Q a lot?
This letter can have a bunch of different pronunciations in Swedish, but this is about the alphabet, and when we say the alphabet, we say R. Then we have S, and it's always voiceless, so it's never gonna be Z. Then we have T, and lucky for us, the beverage is also called te in Swedish, just like tea is also tea in English.
Okay.
Fun fact, U, and I've made a video about this. Basically, maybe it was my first or second video. I made a video on U.
U.
You're doing great, guys. We're almost done.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have V and double V, and as you can hear here, W is not a double U, it's a double V in Swedish. And
in so many languages, it's a double V. I think only English has it as a double U. So many languages. In European Portuguese, in Spanish, in Swedish, it's all double V. In German, double V.
The reason I talk about these together is that they both produce V sound. W is another one of those letters we don't really need in Swedish. We have V, right? But we cling on to it for certain names and loan words. Now, everyone, we are closing in on the finish line. We can see
the finish line, but we're learning Swedish.
We have X, which produces a X sound in Swedish. We have Y, which is not a half vowel in Swedish. It's Y. Zeta. It's the one with the coolest name so far, isn't it? We could use S for this. We don't need Z, but we have it for
How do you say zebra?
zebra, for instance. And now we're done with our alphabet.
Did he just say zebra?
For zebra, for instance. And now we're done with our
zebra.
What's that?
We're not done.
We got 3 more letters. So the Nordic languages have an additional 3 letters in the alphabet. They don't necessarily look the same, and they don't have the same placement in
They're like the short
all
vowels.
languages, but they basically sound the same. In Swedish, we have O. It's not an A and should never, ever be confused as an A. It's O. A is also an A, but with 2 dots. And this one should also never, ever be confused with A. It's A. Is the last letter in the Swedish alphabet. It's an O with 2 dots and should never, ever be confused with an O. This is why we never say A to Z or Z in Swedish. We say A till Ö. I know what you're thinking. Swedish just uses the same alphabet as...
So we say Oystein. Okay. These 3 are the most hard, like most difficult ones to memorize. These last 3. So it's O, Ä, and Ö. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's hard to memorize them. But it's interesting that it feels like you see the O on top of the A, so it's Ö. In Norwegian, you have the A and the E, so it's like Ä. And then you have the O, which is Ö, right? Ö. Oystein. We've been trying to say that name, and I think I'm saying it right now. Am I saying it correctly now? I hope so. But that's interesting. What an interesting differential. It sounds similar to Portuguese, like the E, for example. It is exactly like in Portuguese, E, instead of I. So interesting to learn a little bit about Swedish, and also the W. In Portuguese from Brazil, we say W, but that's because of Americans. That's because of English. We take from English W, but European Portuguese say W, which is double V. So it's similar to Swedish. But that was interesting. Thank you so much, Susan, for sharing this with me. And I hope we learned a little bit about Swedish alphabet here. Thank you, guys. I will see you soon. Go check out this channel, support this creator. And if you want to watch reactions to full movies, series, shows, concerts, anime, and K-dramas, go support me on Patreon and Buy Me Coffee, and you can watch those exclusive premium reactions, which are not on YouTube, by the way. And click over here for more videos. Take care. Bye-bye.